Welcome to Hampton Lake Homestead. Do you prefer to start your own seeds rather than getting seedlings from a nursery? But have you found it difficult to find enough space indoors to do starts for the number of plants that you want to put in your garden? I've had the same problem. I live in Louisiana, where summer temperatures are very high, and one of my favorite things to do is to start brassicas during the summer to have them ready to plant in the fall. I couldn't do it inside because of a lack of space, and doing it outside is impossible due to the high temperatures. I've found a solution for planting large numbers of seedlings inside so that they are ready to be transplanted outside, and that's what today's video is about. Stay tuned and I'll show you my solution to the problem. I have this greenhouse, which is what I utilize for doing most of my seed starts. In the summer though, it gets too hot inside here to be very effective for use. I put in an air conditioner last year, just a small window unit, but even with it running, it was still way too hot inside in order to do any seed starts. So what I've done is utilize that inside space to build some grow cabinets that I'm going to show in just a second. A greenhouse is not required for this. In fact, the cabinets could be put most anywhere, including outdoors. But I'm going to show how I did it by taking you inside the greenhouse now. Inside my greenhouse, I built this grow light cabinet. It's covered with plywood and it's insulated on the inside with styrofoam. It's backed up to the air conditioning unit that I put in previously so that the entire thing can be cooled. The whole project began with this tree that got knocked over during Hurricane Laura. I was able to first cut it into 8-foot sections, and then using a chainsaw attachment was able to mill the lumber for it. I originally was planning to only build the shelves as they're shown here, and it wasn't until later that I got the idea to insulate it in order to keep it cooler during the hot months. The front of the cabinet has these two double doors, which are held shut with these latches. Inside are the lights and the insulation and the air conditioner. The air conditioner is able to blow cool air when needed, and I can also put a heater down at the bottom during the cooler months when I'm trying to start warmer plants. There are 4 shelves, and each shelf has 4 lights hanging from it that are able to provide light for my starts. Each shelf is able to contain 4 flats when put side by side as these are. If less space is needed, they can also be placed sideways as they are down on this lower shelf. So then only 2 lights need to be run, while just providing light to 1 or 2 trays. The lights are controlled by a timer. I have them set to come on at around 6 a.m. and to stay on for 16 hours and then are off for 8 hours during the night. I put electrical strips on the inside where the lights can be plugged in, as well as fans and air conditioners. In addition to the air conditioning unit, I also have 2 small fans, one that is pointing downward and one that is pointing upward to keep air circulating when I have the doors closed. I do want to spend a minute talking about the lights that I used. These are not technically grow lights, but rather shop lights, which I picked up from Walmart very inexpensively. Typically, if the lights that you buy are labeled as grow lights, then you'll pay quite a bit more for them. There are really only 2 things that you have to look for in order for a light to be effective as a grow light. The first thing is the brightness of the light, which is measured as the lumens. Anything in the range of 2,400 to 5,000 is considered bright enough to be used as a seed start. These are actually at 5,000. The other thing that you want to look for is the color of the light. What you're looking for are those that are in the daylight range. This measure is measured in Kelvin ratings, and what you want to look for are Kelvin units somewhere between 5,000 and 6,500. Each of these lights is 4 feet long and 6 inches wide, so that I'm able to hang 4 of them per shelf, which allows me to fit 4 trays side by side onto one shelf. Another thing that's nice about them is that they have these chains which allow you to adjust the height of the light based on the height of the plant. And when initially starting seeds, it's best to get the light only 1 or 2 inches above the soil for effective germination. Another thing that I like about these lights is that they have these pull cords on the end, so that to turn them on and off, you just pull this cord rather than having to run a wire to an external switch. For more information about lights used for seed starting, check out Gary Pilarchik's The Rusted Garden YouTube channel. Not only does he go into detail about lights for seed starting, but also talks about soil media and all sorts of other seed starting tips that are very helpful. Throughout most of the year, I'm just able to leave the doors open as they are now. It's only during the particularly cold and particularly hot times of the year that I close the doors and run either the heater or the air conditioner as needed. I can also just run the air conditioner with the doors open so that I can cool the entire greenhouse. It's only in the very hot times of the year that cooling the entire greenhouse with the air conditioner just doesn't work, and that's when I'll shut the cabinets. I'm hoping to be able to start my brassicas this summer during the hottest parts of the year by closing the doors and keeping the temperature at around 60 to 70 degrees, which is what brassicas like to get a good start. So in summary, I was able to build some grow light cabinets that are insulated and able to be both heated and cooled as needed. This project was especially rewarding to me because I was able to mill my own lumber from a tree that fell during a hurricane right here on my own property. Thank you for watching.